Well, good afternoon from Two Happy Children Farm. I'm out doing a post-harvest burn down. We finished harvesting last Saturday. It's about 98 degrees right now. Last week at least it was a little cooler. And this area of the field was 140 bushel corn. What happened this year, I think we had really wet these 5 through 10. And I could see that on my tissue test where things just didn't look right. And for about 3 weeks there, the plant was kind of sitting wet. So all the tissue tests were showing nitrogen deficient and everything was deficient. When we got to the final tissue test though, we were fine. We were above 3.5 for nitrogen. So we ended up probably about 15 bushels below expected. If we'd have had a little better drainage. Looking over there, that was where some of my test plots were on pretty well drained areas, and they were yielding 160. I'm doing a post-harvest burn down. I'm going to do this now, and it's warm all year here in Texas, so we need to clean up these weeds on this no-till field. I'm using pound of or 32 ounces of glyphosate, ounce of sharpen, methylated seed oil, and urea or nitrogen. Some of the weeds I have that are new this year, a lot more morning glory. Since this has been in conventional for a long time, it's starting to have grass pressure. And if you look over there, we've had a few mare's tail this year. So I'm going to be looking at better control on the grass for sure, because that really choked things out. And I might add some Valor into my pre-emerge. Here's an example where we had a low spot, so the plants were a little weak and they didn't make a good canopy, and so the grass shot through really good. There's some more mare's tail. I guess overall for the year it's pretty good. Could have been a little better, but I was afraid that we had lost so much nitrogen when we got 8 inches in 2 days. It turned out it was just the roots couldn't get to it because it was just too wet. And so we got about a 2-week setback there with all that rain. And that's what compressed the yields. We had great weather through the filling period, all the way through black layer. And our test weights came out 58 pounds. So all in all, quality was good. Yield was about what you get for losing 2 weeks of production. But you can see here on the end rows, I got a lot of grass that I need to address for next year. I'm going to count off the rows. So this is my 16-row acre eating sprayer that you guys have seen in action. So in this pass, it's a little more relaxed because there's no crops growing, but I'm putting out 20 gallons of water with the spray. I'm using twin flat fans because I want to get really good coverage. If you guys have never used Sharpen, it's a contact herbicide. So the better you cover the leaf, the better it works. So I'm using something called Dynamic. It's a mix of methylated seed oil with another adjuvant in it. It's a 1 quart per 100 gallon Helena product. I really like it. But what that does is it lets the drop lay on the leaf and then spread out and soak in. Here's another example of a grass area. So next year I'm going to be changing probably my post-emerge pass to include a full rate of a group 15, which is good on grass. It's going to cost a little extra, but anywhere that I didn't have really good canopy, with all the rain this year, we let loose and got a lot of weeds. You can see one row here is perfectly clean, and then probably where I missed it in the planter or there's some problems, the canopy didn't close and there's grass. So next year is going to be a special year for grass. So thanks for watching, and hopefully your farm is doing well.